When someone thinks about Kensington, they usually think about drugs, the violence, the rundown homes, the lack thereof. They think of Kensington and Allegheny. Many have and are entitled to their own biases. But Kensington is, of course, much more than the hollow, depressing area of Philadelphia. Kensington, before some people called it Zombie Town, was home to indigenous people. It was a booming hub for the working class. It was known for its fishing industry in the 18th and 19th centuries. It was and is now home to the lesser of Hispanics and African Americans when their journey of the American dream was cut off. Despite the circumstances from which these populations originated from and the current state of Kensington as a home, many believe that it is home for creativity and innovation, which is what we will be exploring in this piece about Mukhtar, a local Kensington artist who seems to have found his own American dream.
Hi, my name is Mukhtar Stones. I am a local artist from the Philly area. I am from Mount Airy or Uptown originally, but I've been living in Kensington for the past 2 going on 3 years. Drugs and poverty. And so it's so easy, especially people from Philly. It's different when you're not from Philly. It's another thing when you're from Philly. You might hope people from the area will be a bit more understanding. People don't even leave their own neighborhoods, for example. How do they know anything about a different neighborhood if they've never left their block in West Philly or in North Philly, Huntington Park, wherever they're from, East Oak Lane, Northeast? If they never left their part of the city or their neighborhood, even if they go to a school or a high school in the same area that they live in, if they're only prone to one area, then they already have a skewed way of seeing not only just where they live, but the entire city as a whole. Something that I enjoy most about Kensington is the convenience of being close to everything. So even though I have a car, I bike ride, and I skateboard, there's Pop Skate Park, which is maybe like 5 or 8 minutes down the street. We live right outside of Fishtown, like we're right off Front Street between Front and Lehigh. So we're still in the sweet spot of Kensington where we're close enough to everything, because there's a lot of things that are close locally that you can walk to or get by pretty much any means of. Like underrated is often disregarded or not taken as serious or seen as something beautiful. One thing that I've learned in living in Kensington is that when it comes to a lot of addicts that frequent the area, a lot of the impoverished or poor people, what most people don't realize is that these are people who are just like hurt. These are family members, brothers, sisters, parents, aunties, uncles, cousins. These are people that are forgotten about. These are people that have had loved ones that have passed away or may even have bad relations with, and a lot of these people turn to these substances to really just find some sense of peace in themselves and in a world that they have a hard time finding comfort in alone. So it really changes what you think about drugs and what people use drugs for and how they use them and why. Even the people who are distributing them, they have to feed their families as well.
What Mokhtar talked about and gave info to this piece paints a clear picture. Kensington is not all what people make it to be. It is not a creepy part of Philly filled with drugs. If anything, it is improving with artists like Mokhtar and more. It is also proof that racism that causes hoods like Kensington to exist does not get rid of the creatives as seen by the beautiful morals. Mukhtar's art studio in the beautiful gardens, but rather actively encourages to and allows its said artists to thrive, as artists does not depend on location or the circumstances.